Following our free educational materials, you learn English in a great way with ease and efficiency.
I want some envelopes, please.
Do you want the large size or the small size?
The large size, please. Have you any writing paper?
Yes, we do. I don't have any small pads. I only have large ones. Do you want a pad?
Yes, please. And I want some glue.
A bottle of glue.
And I want a large box of chalk, too.
I only have small boxes. Do you want one?
No, thank you.
Is that all?
That's all, thank you.
What else do you want?
I want my change. What is your strongest trait?
Adaptability and sense of humor.
How would your friends or colleagues describe you?
Pause a few seconds. They say Mr. Chen is an honest, hardworking and responsible man who deeply cares for his family and friends.
What personality traits do you admire?
Honest, flexible and easygoing.
What leadership qualities did you develop as an administrative personnel?
I feel that learning how to motivate people and to work together as a team will be the major goal of my leadership.
How do you normally handle criticism?
Silence is golden. Just don't say anything. Otherwise the situation could become worse. I do, however, accept constructive criticism.
What do you find frustrating in a work situation?
Sometimes, the narrow-minded people make me frustrated.
How do you handle your conflict with your colleagues in your work?
I will try to present my ideas in a more clear and civilized manner in order to get my points across.
To secure employment, hopefully with your company.
How long would you like to stay with this company?
I will stay as long as I can continue to learn and to grow in my field.
John, I'd like you to meet Charles Brown, our new manager at the airport.
Yes, certainly. How can I recognize him?
He is short, well-built, and he's got light blonde hair.
Is there anything else?
He has a mustache, if I remember correctly, and a light complexion.
How old is he?
He is in his late 30s.
Well, I shouldn't have any trouble recognizing him. What time does his flight arrive?
At 2:30.
Hello. This is Lucy from ABC Company. Is this Monica?
Yes, it is.
I am calling to inform you that we have arranged an interview for this accountant position at 2 p.m. this Thursday afternoon. Please come on time.
Okay, thank you. By the way, could you please tell me how I can get there from a community?
Oh, you can take the subway, get off at B stop and walk north for several minutes. You will find a building. It will take about 40 minutes in total.
I got it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
How many places have you worked altogether?
3.
Would you tell me the general description of your present job?
I am in charge of the trading department. I'm handling invoices, shipping bills and computing freight costs. That's most of the documentation.
What time do you go to work?
I must be there no later than 9 o'clock.
What time does the office close?
I quit work whenever I get finished, usually about 6 o'clock.
Does your work involve a lot of paper filling and typing?
No, the secretary does this. It's not part of my job.
What made you decide to change your job?
I am working in a small company where further promotion is impossible, so I decided to change my job. I'd like to find a job which is more challenging.
Hello, is Bob there, please?
Hold on a second, please. I'm sorry. He has gone out.
Oh, this is Paul. When will he be back?
He will be back at about 7 o'clock.
Can I leave a message, please?
Yes, certainly.
Please tell him I'll call him at the office tomorrow afternoon.
All right, I'll tell him when he comes back.
Thank you very much.
How long will it take for our order to be delivered?
Let's see. You are importing 50 containers of textiles from China. They should be able to place your order before the end of next week. It will take 2 days for shipping to the port city of Ningpo. The freight will take 3 weeks on the open ocean and will arrive in Los Angeles approximately a month from today. Domestic shipping will be your responsibility. You can make arrangements with the pier in Los Angeles.
Fine, we will handle domestic shipping, but what about customs? Will we have to pay tariff on our imports? I hope we don't run into any problems with the border control.
No, the Chinese company has that all worked out. With the paperwork you receive with the shipment, you should be good to go.
Where can I find a spare hose for the pump?
What size do you need?
25 mm diameter.
They're at the back of the stores, second shelf up on the right-hand side.
Thanks. Have you got any light bulbs?
They're in the blue cupboard. Anything else?
Oh yes, some wire cutters.
I'll need to check. Sorry, we don't have any in stock. But I can order some and send through the order today. How many do you need?
Just one pair.
Fine. They should be here the day after tomorrow.
Just whose fault is this damage?
The order was in good shape when it left out factory.
It certainly didn't arrive here that way.
We'll make it right with you, of course.
How about taking the damaged portion at a lower price?
What kind of price did you want?
I was thinking of 30% off.
That will probably be okay.
And how would you describe yourself, Miss Dow? What kind of person are you?
Well, as I mentioned before, I think I am easygoing. I enjoy working and talking with people, and I'm a responsible person.
Did you have any difficulty getting along with fellow students or teachers?
No, not at all. I'm quite easygoing.
What's your strong points?
Oh, I'm very responsible. I can make fast decisions, and I do not need much supervision. I enjoy completing challenging tasks.
What do you dislike most about your job?
Probably routine, dull work. Oh, I am much more enthusiastic if I'm given a challenge and responsibility.
What kind of relationship do you think should exist between a supervisor and employee?
A friendly one. I think an open, friendly, honest relationship should exist. An employee should feel he can go to his boss anytime with any kind of question.
Sometimes working with a foreign company can be stressful. Foreigners tend to get excited or angry easily, and they show it. Are you sure you can handle this stress? How do you deal with conflict in your present job?
Well, there's a lot of stress in a Chinese company also, although much of it is below the surface. I have confidence in my ability to handle conflict. If I have a problem with a coworker, I do everything I can to work it out directly with that person. If I am unable to work it out, then I ask a supervisor to help out. If my boss shouts at me, I try not to take it personally. I try my best to understand the stress he is under. It's kind of like being in a family. Often family members say things in the heat of the moment, but don't mean what they say. A company is like a family. It has good times and bad times.
How do you feel about overtime work?
That's no problem. I know that every company has busy periods. When this happens, I'm ready to put in as much time as necessary to get the job done.
What is most important to you in a job?
I want to feel that I am making a real contribution to the company, so I would like my boss to trust me with important work.
Do you think that you are introverted or extroverted?
I'm quite outspoken. I enjoy calling a spade and hate talking in a roundabout way. So I'd call myself outgoing.
Under what kind of circumstance will you lose your temper?
Seldom. But I hate someone's frequently being late or lazy.
Okay. What are your strong points?
As I mentioned, I can work well under pressure and I enjoy work that challenges me. I think that my English ability is also a strong point.
And your weaknesses?
I think I sometimes try to be over-organized. So I am learning how to let some things go and concentrate on the most important part of my job.
I need help figuring out how to use this phone.
Sure. First you pick up the receiver and hit one of the first 3 buttons. Do you hear a tone?
Yes, I hear the tone.
Okay. Now you dial 9 on the keypad. Do you hear the tone change?
Yes, it changed.
Well, when you hear it change, that means you have an outside line. Where are you trying to call?
I am trying to call home.
Okay. Well, to dial to the outside you just now dial the number. For a call inside the company just hit the extension number. Do you know the extensions?
Yes, I have a list of extensions.
Well, if you ever need help with an extension, you can dial 0.
Anything else?
Yes, one last thing. How much holiday time do you give your employees every year?
Our employees receive 15 days of paid vacation every year. If you don't use the full 15 days, they carry over to the following year.
How about sick days?
You get 5 paid sick days.
Any other benefits?
Yes, we have an excellent retirement plan and medical insurance as well.
Great. Thanks so much for your time.
We'll contact you soon, Tom. Thanks for coming in.
The boss had an informal discussion with me this morning. I feel really down.
What's up?
Well, actually I failed to meet a deadline last week and I forgot to answer an email for a VIP customer yesterday.
Anything that distracts you from work?
Yes, everything. I feel overwhelmed by the daily work. Sometimes, I just can't focus on what I am doing. What is worse, Though I make plans for a whole week, I always have to make changes later on because other things come up. I can't manage my time well. I can't handle work well. I am afraid I will screw up more things.
Look, Lucy, things are not so bad as you said. This is our company's busiest time in a year. You need to relax a little. Don't push yourself too hard, okay?
Well, I will try.
How can I help you?
Yes, I am James Mason from Anderson and Associates Limited. I would like to see Mr. Smith.
Do you have an appointment?
Yes, he knows I'm coming. Our meeting is set for 2 o'clock.
I wonder if Mr. Smith forgot your meeting. I am afraid he left this office this morning and is not expected back until 4 p.m. Let me find out if he made arrangements for someone else to meet with you in his place. Will you please have a seat?
Sure.
Yes, Mr. Mason. I just checked with our office manager, Ms. Terry. She said Mr. Smith briefed her on your project. She is just finishing up a meeting now. She should be with you shortly. Would you like me to show you around while you are waiting?
That would be very nice. Thank you.
Right this way, Mr. Mason. We can start with our front office. When Ms. Terry is ready, you may take the elevator at the front to the 6th floor. There is a conference room already prepared.
Grant, how is everything?
Pretty well, thanks. We've just been incredibly busy. I need to set up a meeting for Mr. Graham.
Sure. What's it about?
He wants to go over the bonuses for this year. He'll need to meet with Mr. Winthrop and Ms. Montgomery. Can you set it up for me?
Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.